Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for all things beauty, hair, fashion, and lifestyle. It's your girl Lady M here if it's your first time. So today I'm going to be slowing things down for you and giving you something nice and easy. Yeah, so all the videos that I've had have done, a lot of color, something, that's like for going out, glam. So now I want to focus on something that is perfect for every day. And so that's the look that I was able to create for you today. And I utilized one shadow and one palette. Well, technically two shadows because my inner corner highlight, but one shadow and one palette. And that's what I used to create this everyday wearable look. So before we hop into the video though, if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. Also, while you're at it, go ahead and hit that little notification bell. That way you'll know when new videos go up. So let's chill and do some makeup, shall we? Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna get into this everyday makeup look. Traditionally, or most times, I always tend to wear eyeshadows. Very rarely do I ever not really put on eyeshadows or do like one shadow or something. But now that, we're wearing masks and stuff like that, the focus is just on the eyes. And so I'm going to show you a nice way to just do something simple, easy, everyday, utilizing like one shadow on your lids or in your crease, and put some lashes on and go. So we're going to get into something easy, simple, everyday. Whenever I do like an everyday look or during the winter time, I try to focus more on skin. So I already prepped my skin. I use this Jasmine face milk by ColourPop. It's a Jasmine, Mulan Jasmine face milk. So I used that, and then I went in with my primer. And now I always use this tinted booster by Nars. It's a tinted glow booster. And it just adds a little bit of glow to the skin. Typically, I can wear this alone and someone will think that I have on, foundation or whatever. So it just gives me a little bit of tint and it just kind of perfects my skin. And then it adds a little bit of glow. So I'm going to use this under my Nars foundation today. And that's what I'm going to be using for foundation. As you can already tell, I got my brows done already. So we're going to get into this. And what I'll do is just kind of speed through the foundation, and then I'll come back when we do the concealer, and then we'll just keep doing it that way. All right, let's get into it. All right, so going in. All right, so for my concealers today, I'm going to be using Pat McGrath concealer in MD23, and then I'm going to be using the multi-sculpted concealer from Too Faced. This is in the shade Chestnut, and I just like to put this down because it's like very natural, so it just kind of gives me a natural look. Also helps to kind of color correct a little bit because it is like, you know, my almost like my skin tone kind of color. And then the Pat McGrath is a little bit lighter, so then that becomes like my highlight shade. So I always like to use this concealer when I'm not, you know, doing anything dramatic and I just want something simple. It's perfect for every day. I just like to add a little bit of lightness to the inside just to kind of brighten up, you know, my face. So we're gonna let this dry down just for a little bit, and then I'll just speed up like me blending it out, and then we'll come back after that, and then we'll just do like the rest of the face, which literally I'm gonna be using, what am I using today? One palette, well, one palette, but like maybe one shadow or maybe two shadows. And I'm gonna use that on my eyes, and that's it, guys. So let's do this, okay? All right. So finish blending out my concealer. Now I'm gonna go in with powder to set my under eye. And I have been doing something a little bit different. I went back to using the puff from Laura Mercier. So this is what I have been using to kind of set my under eye. And I'm gonna go in with honey first. And just, I got some here in my lid, and I'm just picking that up with the puff. And I'm just like tapping off the excess in here. And then I'm gonna go in to the under eye. And I kind of went back to using this just because, why? I feel like you have a little bit more control over placement of the product, and you just it just looks a little bit better because it just like directly presses what you're putting into the skin using this. So I kind of like that a little bit more. So I just started using it again. And these are washable. I just put them in the wash and I wash them, and that's how I clean them. So you don't have to like throw them out. They are definitely reusable. So like, I just already feel like my under eyes look so much better just by me going in and doing this directly. So there you go. You could take a look and see how like nicely that is. And I'm just going more directly up under the eye. So yeah, I like that. And then I'm just going to take that and just set the lids as well, because we're not using any shadows today. So technically, just by me blanking out my lids, I'm good. You know, like I don't really have to go in with any other kind of color because my lid is now matte just from that with the powder. So yeah, boom. And that's that. That is setting the eyes 101. Look at that. That's what you call nice set. I'm gonna do the rest of my face obviously with the same powder, but then I can use a brush because then I'm not much so worried about, you know, what it looks like. And for that, I'm gonna switch to my Fenty powder for the rest of my face. So got my Fenty powder and I'm using Cashew. And for this, I can use the brush. I don't necessarily have to use the setting puff. I don't necessarily have to use that. And then I also have a lighter color in the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. So I went down to number 3. And this is what number 3 looks like. And I can use that for my under eyes. And then I have 4 that I can use for the rest of my face. So let's do that. I'm gonna use this powder first. Just want to see what it's gonna look like because Charlotte powders be coming out lighter. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all, Charlotte. So I'm going to link the video above that I did use the number 4, and y'all, that thing was dark. Okay. I can use the number 4 to set my face, but it was not going to work under my eyes because it was hella dark. Okay. So yeah, I had to kind of like fix that. So I'm going to link that below so that you guys can see what I'm talking about, how dark it is. And obviously just setting this down where the concealer is. And then now I'm gonna go in with the Fenty powder and I can use that, tapping off some of that. And then I can use that for like everywhere else around the face that I'm trying to set. So there we go. Like it. And the Nars foundation, y'all, is like legit like one of my faves. I use that foundation when there's like a special event and I need to look like good. Like, look at how good my skin is just looking. Like, my skin looks so good. Looks like I have on like full coverage, but I really don't. The Nars is more medium to full coverage. So I really like it a lot. All right, so I'm gonna finish off my face and then we'll be back to get into the eyes and then the rest of the look. All right, so we're gonna go into the eyes. Like I said, for an easy everyday look, you just need like one eyeshadow, maybe two, or you can just use your bronzer. Sometimes I do use my bronzer and it just kind of contours. I use it to contour out my my crease area. So that's another option that you have. And I'll probably show you how to do that like later. But for today, I'm gonna use just one shadow. And for that, I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty Khaki Haze palette. And for this, I am going to go in with this middle shade right here. Oops. This middle shade right here. And that's what I'm gonna use. And I'm just using a flat shadow brush. And I'm literally just going to tap this all over. And then I'm gonna put it into the crease. So you can already see that I have, oopsie, pat, 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 and then just pat it on to the lid like that. And then this brush has like a little, I don't know how to describe. So it's like a flat brush, but then it also has that. So I'm able to buff that into the crease as well. So there, I'm just getting it into the crease and then just blending it out. So patted it onto the lid and then just blend it out. And when you get to the lid, you can turn the brush this way to kind of get it closer to the lashes, like so. And just easy peasy, just like that. And I'm probably gonna go in with the color in my crease just to kind of like diffuse it out a little bit more. So I'm gonna get another brush, and I just got a Morphe brush, and I'm just gonna tap it into the color and then just work that into like the transition area. And then just start to buff the color out. And that's it. I'm just gonna use the one color. Notice I didn't even have a transition shade or anything. I just literally started on the lid area and then I just started working the shade up. So now that's all I'm doing. Working on here. And then just kind of taking it down. I like to bring it into my nose area to kind of start the little contour-esque look. And if you want to have like a little bit more definition, you can definitely just kind of focus the color into the outer V area. So it can kind of just deepen it up there so you can kind of give, you know, like you got a lot going on, but really you don't. I do have some fallout over here from the shadow, so probably should have put some powder down, but that's okay. And that is it, guys. I'm going to use eyeliner today, but I'm gonna go in with my Marc Jacobs Earthquake eyeliner just because I don't want anything too heavy. You know, like I don't want to smoke it out. It's supposed to be everyday easy, so you want to stick to like light colors. So I'm gonna go in with Earthquake on the lower lash, but I'm gonna do the other eye and then we'll finish that up. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my bronzer as per the usual, using my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. And that's what I'm going in with. Yes. Since my eyes are kind of like a little bit more on the neutral side, and I do have on some lashes, you can do something really neutral for blush, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use Glazed by Fluff Beauty. And this is just really gonna add like a little bit of color. I want to just add just a flare of color, nothing too much because I just want to keep it really simple and everyday, nothing crazy. So yeah, just plop in that blush on, and then like you can opt out of doing highlight. You don't have to. Like this legit could just be the end of your look. But I'm extra and I like a little bit of highlight. So I'm gonna go in with highlight. And for highlight, I am using Artist Couture Honey Drip Highlight. So I use the same brush. Man, maybe like, whoa, digging in and yeah, just literally just tapping the highlight on. So just like that. And I was gonna use the luminizer from Rare Beauty and put that on, but I completely forgot because that would be a little bit more natural, but I forgot. But again, I'm not going in kind of crazy. I'm just going in with some basic highlight because, you know, you want it to be every day. This is what I would do every day with nothing else. Even though it probably doesn't look every day, but it is every day. Because you don't have on, you know, dramatic eyeshadow. So that's what makes it every day. And I'm just trying to just blend out and mush everything together. And that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah. I might go back in a little bit with the blush. Just don't want to see and add a little more color, and that's it. All right, so I'm gonna do my lips, and I'm gonna come back with just two options where you can do gloss and a liner, or you can do a lipstick and a gloss and a liner. So BRB. Okay, so I have lip gloss options for you. I have two glosses. One is gonna be more on that mauve-y side, and then one is gonna be that peachy side. And this is the Makeup by Mario Pro Volume Lip Gloss. And I have Golden Nude, and then I have Mauve Nude. But I'm going to go in, and for my lip liner, we have Cork from MAC. And I'm going to go in with a Maybelline lipstick, and this is 144 Naked Dare. And here's where you can just go in with a gloss if you just wanted to kind of do a gloss. But I always like to have a little bit of a color. And then the other gloss option you have is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss, and this is in the shade Stone. So just going to put on, my lips are so dry. I probably should have just stick to a gloss. And legit, I don't think that's the easiest way to like blend. And this is more of that beigey kind of nude. So because it is more a little bit on that side, I would not go in with the cool tone, not the cool tone, the nude gloss. I'm gonna go in with the mauve gloss. And because I don't like getting my wand dirty, I just legit like take the gloss off and then I just kind of put it on my hands like so. You can see the gloss, so pretty. And then from there, I just stipple it on to my lips like so. Boom. That's how I do my glosses because I don't want to get the wands dirty with the lip color. And I probably could put a little bit more on, and you just literally put it in the center. I'm gonna put it on the top. Now you can kind of just see right there, and then just blend. Perfect. And that is the gloss. And you could probably go back in with your liner if you really wanted to. Like I probably lost a little bit like here and here. So I might go in with more of the liner, but Let's get this together, okay? All right, so we're all finished with our everyday look, makeup routine, makeup look, whatever you want to call it. Again, I just felt like this was just something easy for you to do. If you definitely wanted to amp this up, you can use black eyeliner and you can just kind of smoke out the lower lashes to give you a little bit more intense of a look. But this is something easy, simple, everyday that you would wear. You can focus what you want your, main look to be. You definitely don't need lashes. I just love a good lash because I feel like lashes just completes the look. But you can opt out of not wearing the lash, and then that maybe would look a little bit more everyday. I probably could have used something a little bit more natural, from my lashes, but I just reached for whatever was here. And so I used, I never said what I used. I used my Color Rain lashes, and this is in the style Bossy. So that's what I used. It was just sitting right here on my table, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't have to look. And so that's what I used. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Is this something that you would use? What are your go-tos for an everyday look? Let me know what you think about this. This is just something quick, easy, one shadow, everyday, easy peasy out the door. Focus more on skin, because I, went in with a hydrating radiant foundation. I used a little tinted booster underneath. So, less glam, more simple, easy, everyday. All right, guys. So don't forget to don't forget to give me some thumbs up. Don't forget to comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Hey, also let me know what you'd like to see me recreate next, or what would you like to see me do next. Let me know. Thanks for your support. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next video, guys. Bye.